Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm Jeanne Street, your host here on KBJB Radio. I hope that you are all doing so well tonight. I know there's so much crazy energy that's been in the air and people have been struggling, but rest assured, I really feel like we're going to turn this around and we're going to claim that energy back tonight, guys. We're going to claim it back. Tonight we're talking all about the Archangels and who they are, how you can connect with them, and I'm gonna teach you some really proper ways in tuning into divine energy. So I hope you're looking forward to that tonight. And I have also my wellness tip, which I'm really super excited about. We're going to talk a little bit about hay fever, and I've got some remedies for you. So that's what I have coming up. And I'm going to give you the drill. If this is your first time tuning in, the number to call to speak to me, whether it is to connect you with a loved one on the other side or to ask a question that's pertaining to your well-being, my number is 646-891-5252. Please invite your friends to tune in, share it on social media. I would be most appreciative. I always say we, like I'm more than one person. Sometimes I feel like that. But anyways, let's all say hello to Casey. How are you, Casey?
How's it going out there tonight?
It's going well. So Casey and I, if this is your first time tuning in to Angels Don't Lie, Casey is the owner of KBJB Radio, and so he and I go back and forth a little bit. He helps me to stay on target, especially when I have a little bit of quiet airspace. So he chimes in and he shares his goddess views with us, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and we were just talking before the show about like we're all like jazzed up, lots of energy going on. Casey's wife, Kathy, and I are very good friends, and we're both participating in this big event on Friday, which is called the WOW Forum, and we'll both be there presenting. Kathy has a really big position, bigger than me. Like she's the show, she's the MC. So she's got all this great information, and she's going to be introducing everybody and keeping the show tied together. And I will. I'm so sorry. And I will be doing a guided meditation. So I'm really excited about that. Yes.
I liked our one last week with the singing bowl.
Oh, right. You know what, guys? Please don't text me during the show. I know I love you all, but it really distracts me. So thank you so much. I love you guys. So because I don't know who's texting me, I don't have them programmed. So. I'm so sorry about that, Casey. Yeah, the singing bowl is absolutely incredible. So I have a great show. We're going to do a live show at the studio on the 9th, and this will be a live taping of Angels Don't Lie. And so that live audience, we have about 30 tickets that we give away. You can sign up on inspirithealingstudio.com under events, and it's free to attend. There will be a pop-up juice bar. You can purchase juices. We'll also have chocolate elixirs with Sue Mordovich, who owns the business downstairs and Salt of the Earth. She's starting this new venture, offshoot of her business, which is going to be liquid chocolate, really quite amazing. So there'll be some, snacks, light snacks for you to enjoy. Doors open at 6, and we're going to have so much fun. We're definitely going to do a meditation. It'll be great. So you're welcome to bring, if you guys have a yoga mat and you're coming, you're welcome to bring your yoga mat. I do have some at the studio, though.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. So tell me about you. We're talking a little bit about Goddess University. Where are you now? What are you working on? Which masterclass?
Well, I'm on the, I've been following the Inspired masterclass, and I've been working on the second path, because I went made it through the first one, but I definitely feel like it's my go-to personal development tool now.
I love that. And I just had somebody come in. Oh, I'm getting a little feedback. I just had somebody come into the studio, a client for a reading last week, and she's working through the steps, and she's doing them step by step and really following through. And I know this has happened with other people before, and they are taking their time and they're really exploring, not going fast, not just reading the book to read the book, but really taking their time to go through the principles, dive in, do the journal work, which is so important and so healing on many levels. So I love that you're taking your time and doing that. And you're making time for you, which is that you work I talk about is so important.
Right. So I'm in the Goddess Workshop number 2.
That's it. Got to do it.
And I like being old school. I like to print out the workbook.
Right. So, I've been talking about like this energy that's been in the air. We talked about it last week on the show, and I talked about a lot of clients that I've had. Not only clients, but it's been with some really dear friends that are really struggling and unable to make the changes to move past their situations. And the struggle is funny because it's not just one person, and it's very similar for a few people that I know that are near and dear. What's happening is life is presenting them with big challenges, financial worries and, maybe changing positions for one of either, the husband or the wife. The romantic relationship really struggling too, because when you have financial burdens or you have worry about job and you have worry about kids or a little bit of health concerns, all of a sudden there's this extra pressure and you feel like you're bombarded and you're not sure how to handle it. And then all of a sudden you get something else that hits you. So there's another bill or the car breaks, and then there's another thing, and then all of a sudden you're in this position of not being able to get out of your own way. And that's the point. Everywhere we go, there we are. So sometimes that just leads us to that roadblock. We don't know what to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about those roadblocks. And if you're experiencing something like that, I would ask you to call in tonight, and we're gonna offer a little bit of how to get unstuck. Perfect. That's what I have. That's my spiel. That's my opening. Casey, I know you're saying we have somebody on the line.
Yes, we do. I actually have 2 callers, so let's go to the first one.
So let's do that.
Here we go.
Perfect. Hi, this is Jeannie. Hi, this is Jeannie. Is this Kathy?
Yes, it is, Jeannie. Congratulations on your new one.
Thank you.
And yes.
I'm lots of love to you. I know.
Thank you. I'm calling, and my sister Tracy is on the line too, and we're interested to see if my sister Allison has any messages for us. She just passed on Friday.
You are both on the line together, correct?
No, she's listening on the radio.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I just want to make sure that.
Yeah.
At first, I wanted to send our love over to you. Brian said, "Oh, please, I want to let Kathy know that I'm thinking about her." So I told him that I had sent that post to you, and
yes,
our prayers are coming to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know that this is such a devastation for you because I feel this bond between your sisters. Very, very connected. And she's actually really funny right now. She's standing and she's like, we didn't always get along, but we didn't always see eye to eye. She's really got a good sense of humor, and she's smiling. She said, but she's like, dang, I feel really good right now. She said, I don't have that pain, and she's bringing me up and down my esophagus area, almost like acid refluxy. So it just feels like I don't know if it was a lot of medication or what was going on, because it just feels really uncomfortable.
Okay. No, there was nothing going on. That's why it was such a shock.
Interesting. Maybe it was like heartburn and undetected.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, and she's also she didn't feel good. And that's basically
she wouldn't let anybody know.
Yeah. And she says that she's going to admit that she was really crotchety. She said, I'm actually admitting this, that I was very edgy and not always nice and kind, but blessed with the love even though I was behaving badly. That's what she says.
Yes. Is she alone?
So she comes through as herself right now, and that's her way of showing up to say that she's okay. That doesn't mean that she's not with family. And I just had this conversation with somebody last week about why they all show up. Sometimes they show up with more than one person, and sometimes they show up alone, because the soul, when they cross over, they're crossing over, and they're purified of all fear and separation from love. So when they're working to purify even more, and they're doing their work on the other side, they don't have the need, because they're already connected to be with loved ones. There's no separation. So even though they're not like doing what we do here, they're still together. So that's her way of just showing up. Important. She has a child on the other side with her, though, she says. Do you understand that? She has a child with her. Yep. Do you understand the child?
Could my sister Tracy's son.
Okay, so she's letting you know that's the most important thing. But there's like a lot of family on the other side for you guys.
Yeah, that's what Tracy and I were talking about. We're here by ourselves.
Yeah,
everybody's on the other side.
Yeah, she's like, this is a reunion. To beat all reunions. Yes. And she's holding her chest.
Yes.
Both her breasts. So she's holding that. Again, like I feel like everything is well now. Everything is good now.
Good. Good. Thank you.
And I know there's so much worry for you.
Yeah.
Unable to breathe, and she said you can't see the light of day. She said this is a perfect topic. What we're going to talk about tonight, because there is light for you. Everything is going to be, you're going to be provided for. So we have to turn around the thoughts, she says, so we can find that joy.
Okay.
I do feel the struggle,
my dear. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my dear.
Many blessings for you.
It means a lot. Thank you.
All right, Kathy.
Okay, I'm going to listen. Yeah, I'm going to listen to the rest of the show.
All right, bye, hon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, so hard to lose a loved one, and then I'm so honored that she was able to call tonight, Kathy, and connect. I'm so happy that I could do that for them. Beautiful. Casey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Are you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you all right over there? Okay. We still have some. That might be her sister on hold?
I don't think so, because this looks like, I think it's Indiana calling, but let's see who we got.
Okay, let's check it out. Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Melissa from Indiana.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. I do have an update for you, a couple updates for you. I got the job.
She got the job.
Yahoo! Yes. That's great news.
Let me tell the listeners a little bit that Melissa is in our Angels Don't Not Lie group on Facebook, which we'd love to have you come join. And she shared some of her history, her life, of what's going on. And so she's been having different struggles. And so she applied for this job, and lo and behold, you got it. So God bless. Yay.
Yes, it was definitely a blessing. And I want to thank you and all the Angels Don't Lie group who prayed for me, because the prayers really came through. And I know I did say in one of the feeds, I talked about my grandpa, because when I went in for my first interview with them, I had just found out like an hour or two before that my grandpa was doing really bad, and we actually just buried him yesterday. And I was really, really close to my grandpa, very close. And so, I never thought I would ever call you and ask to talk to somebody who's passed away on the other side. And I'm really hoping I can talk to him. I had to say goodbye to him last week to drive back to Indianapolis, which was 2 hours away at night. And I didn't want to leave him because I knew he was going to go within a couple hours. And I was laying in bed when I got home, and I had a feeling. I said, I need to call my mom right now. He's getting ready to take his last breath. And I called my mom, and literally, like, a minute later, she goes, oh, my gosh, Melissa, he's not breathing. And so I just, it's hard, but I said, you know what, I know that that's just his body. He's always with me, and I really want to talk to him just to make sure he's okay on Tuesday.
Aww.
So I hope he comes through.
Yeah, so that was the first thing. He's coming through he's your mom's father coming through on that side, correct?
Yes.
And also he has like a little bit of smoking lungs for me. That's what he's showing up with. A little bit of like like
he died of congestive heart failure. He was like cough. It was like he was drowning.
Yeah,
his
so
lungs
he's all
were filling up with fluid.
And so he says, I can talk really clearly now. Boy, our loved ones on the other side are having a good sense of humor tonight. But he's smiling like doting love. He feels really blessed because he's had such a full life, and I feel like God. I do feel like he had some struggles, but he said, I had such good experiences as well. Even though they were hard, they were also good experiences. So I do feel that way, and I feel I keep hearing the same thing. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Will you tell him I love him so much?
You're telling him right now, girl.
I know, and ask him if he heard what I said yesterday.
Well, so they can definitely hear what you say. They're with us. So he's just smiling again, like just shining all around you. And he's also like saying, like, he's like pushing you to push a little harder, to go a little further. You can go the distance.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Is he saying anything about fishing?
No, he wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay, though.
I said a poem about gone fishing during his funeral yesterday. So I wanted to know if he heard that and if he liked it, because I felt like it was made for him. Right.
Yes. Believe me. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so beautiful. And so he's at that peace state, like, and he's just like going over. He's like reflecting, and I just feel like he feels so light now. If that makes sense, that's how he feels. Yeah.
Is he with Grandma?
Say that, love.
Is he with Grandma, Doris?
So yes, that's your mom's mom.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just giving a right because I sometimes have to write it down to ask them to bring them forward.
I really want to talk to Doris too, and I know she hasn't came through before.
No, it was always about your dad's side of the family. And your mom's side of the family, I'm going to tell you, they feel like different. They feel so much lighter and not as heavy and burdened in life as what your dad's side is. So, yes. And so she stands, like, I feel like reunited was the first word I heard. Because I do feel like there was time between them. And so, like, definitely reunited. And she's just, like, glowing. And she has, like, a rosy complexion, like rosy cheeks.
Yes.
That's her way. I don't know why.
Oh, and she used to do a love pat. She used to give me a love pat on my cheeks.
Okay. So that's the whole connection. Lovely. Yep. And they also show me holding hands, which is something important, letting me know that connection is soulmate connection. That's my sign language.
They knew each other for less than 2 weeks before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they just knew instantaneously. It's just their way of coming through, letting you know, yep, it's us. We're reunited. We're together. And there's no issues.
Are they playing euchre up there?
Are they playing what?
I'm kidding. Euchre. They used to play cards.
Oh, that's so fun. This is just how they show me up with the love, which I really like. So, I hope that brings you peace, Melissa. And, the messages are meant to heal us and help us to move forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tell them I love them so much, and I can't wait to see them one day. And all their kids miss them, too.
I know. They feel it, too. But they're still there. So, they're seeing all the changes and everything going on.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like more for your grandmother. I feel like she's watched, because I feel like she was been gone a lot longer than obviously your grandfather, who just passed away.
I know, and both of them did not come to God and believe in God or anything till like the end of their lives. So, which is so beautiful.
So I always say this. We come to Earth when we come through the womb, we come remembering God, and then we forget God, and we find ourselves, either staying close or moving further away from Him until we're in a desperate state. And there's a little bit of what we're going to talk about that tonight. And, as having God as that steady companion, and how we tend to lose Him even in the hardest times. Because sometimes we turn away and we forget that love. So, and I'm glad that they were able to do that and have that peace.
Oh, thank you so much, Jeannie. I appreciate it. And thanks everyone for all your prayers.
All right, honey. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. It's so beautiful. And, two recently lost loved ones, that have crossed over, in the past couple of weeks that have come through, which is amazing. Really beautiful.
We do seem to have people, they looking for help with their grief. I'm glad we could, have a helping hand.
Yeah, and grief is something that we all will experience. We're not isolated in that, but for some reason, a lot of times when we do experience grief, we think we are alone. We isolate even more. We feel like nobody might understand this. Nobody will understand our pain, but if we can remember, that's where that compassion comes in, that we each are going to go through that suffering at some point in our life. So holding each other in a sacred space, holding love for each other instead of, judgment, and helping somebody when they're in that much grief is important. And that's part of that story that we're talking about tonight, when we can't make changes, when we seem to be really deflated in life, when our worry takes over and we don't know which direction to go in. So we start looking outside of ourselves for answers, and we start questioning, why is this happening? Or I seem to have bad luck, or I can't catch a break. And I think a lot of people, I know I've experienced it as well, and it turns into a big stress. And that's when we have issues, or we can get the twitching eye. How many of you guys have had the eye twitches after stressful situations? I actually popped a blood vessel in my eye one time because I got so stressed. What happens to you, Casey, when you get stressed?
I get like little blemishes on my forehead, like a hive or something.
Yeah.
That's hives. That's kind of like what happens to me, like a hive.
You can actually have physical reactions. It doesn't have to just be, stress, and you're stressed and you feel like you're running around. Your body can break out from stress and send you warning signals like, hey, wah, 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 you better calm down.
Listen to me.
Wah, wah. Freak out zone. Right. How do we get out of that? So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but we got a caller. So hold on 1 second.
Are you ready? Let's go.
I'm ready. You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Karina?
Uh-oh. Karina? Karina's on the... Hey, I can't hear you talking to the speaker. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear you. So much better. Thank you.
Okay. My bad. I was excited. How you doing tonight? Y'all got a good show tonight, boy. This is pounded already. It's like a nightclub or something. Ooh.
It's happening.
Yes, girl. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I called because, one, I definitely get the eye twitches, and I know exactly what you're saying. But yesterday, was my grandmother's birthday. She would have been 86.
Okay.
Yesterday. Yeah. So I haven't spoken to her in a while.
That hot diggity dog grandma. She's a little Spitfire woman.
Yeah, you know she is.
You know
she probably should have been talking.
Now she's coming in and taking over the show now. Come on now. That's what's happening. Take over the show.
She's a boss lady.
Yeah, now I see where you get it from, because she's like, give me the microphone. I got a lot to say. I want to tell these people.
I bet. What does she have to say?
She says that we worry. She's like, you worry words. Stop it. She's like calling us like, you know, we worry. We're worrying words. We're causing our own drama. We're causing our own stress. She's also giving me a little bit of pain in my back, which is my symbol for lung issues.
Okay.
So that's just her way of connecting, so you know it's her.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's like, here, I'm going to show you who I am first. Thank you, Grandma. Now you can remove that pain. She's funny. She also wants to sit me down and make me a meal. She's like, you know, and have like a big talk. That's just her personality. Like, I feel like, you know, she's got a lot to say and a lot to catch up on. But she says you're your own worst enemy right now. She said you're walking a thin line. Do you understand that?
I mean, kind of. I've been kind of uneasy for, I guess, maybe a week or so. I'm not sure. Yeah,
she's saying clean up your act. I don't know why. She's being very direct. I haven't heard her be this direct before, but she's saying clean up your act.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like she's like, you're lollygagging around. Like, I just feel like there's no more time for that. Like, you got to get busy.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm lost.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like you're lost. I feel like your head is in the sky and you're not in your body at all. You're not paying attention.
I'm not.
So we're going to do a little meditation and help everybody to get into their body. That's what we're going to work on in just a minute. So I think it'll help you too.
Okay. That's good.
All right. Because sometimes part of our problem, why we can't get out of our own way, why we keep seemingly have this stuff that happens to us and one thing after another, and until we feel like we can't go forward, it's because we're looking for answers outside of ourselves. We'll start talking about it. We'll start telling people our problems. We'll start, you know, becoming the victim of our life without really meaning to. Nobody wants to do that. We don't want to do that. We really don't. No. And we think, you know, other people do it, and we like can see it really clearly. We're like, oh, they're the victim of their whole life. Oh, I get it. And then we get that judgment tone, and we think, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. But guess what? You're doing it. We all do it. So we got right. Yeah. There you go, Casey. You got to beep that one out. But it happens. Or hoot it out, or whatever we're using. But we're human, so we're not meant to be perfect. We're meant to go through our faults and our challenges. We're supposed to go through them. We're not supposed to forget them or change. We're supposed to transcend through them and become a better version of ourselves. And through learning, through loving ourselves and saying, hey, I didn't learn great. Look at me. I did it again, but I know better now. And now I'm going to change that up again. Now I'm going to invite love in and do something different. So it teaches us. When we see ourselves in that light instead of in that judgmental tone, we can heal, and then we can attract our own abundance. Then we can attract our own abundance. And guess what? The big news is abundance is ready for everybody. Not just the people you are envious of. If you're looking at somebody and saying, wow, they got it all together, you know what they're showing you? They're showing you your own light. They're showing you that you have in you what you're seeing in that person.
Right.
It's just mirroring to you your own greatness.
You know what's crazy is that I give these morning pep talks, right? How come I'm not following none of this stuff?
And how silly is that, right?
Yeah, I feel really silly because I tell people all the time, hey, get up, get out, and get some. You know what I mean? That's what I end with. And I say all of these things, and it's like, you know, you don't even notice that you're going through it. Because all my words, like, I don't make them up. I just kind of get them through whatever meditation I have. But I haven't meditated as much as I used to, and maybe that might be my problem, I guess.
So prayer is our way of talking with God. Prayer is our way of connecting to God. And let's be really clear on this, guys. I want everybody to hear this. You can't pray to universe because you know what you're going to get back? You're going to get back universal energy, which isn't complete love. Yes, God created universe, but you know what else is in universe? Everybody else. Every Joe Schmo you can think of. All the other energy is rounding about in the universe. So the universe is just, you know, a bunch of energy. But when you pray and you pray directly to God, you're talking to Him. And then you're asking Him for the connections to the angels. You're asking to have that light of the Holy Spirit. You're asking for your angels and your loved ones to surround you through God, not through universe. Very important. Very, very important.
That makes a big difference. You know, I didn't even notice that. I thought it was one and the same.
It's not. No. So when we are talking about archangels, which we're talking about tonight, which we're really not talking about because I'm going all around it. Who are these archangels? Who are these archangels? Look, archangels are they're God's messengers. They work for God. So when we call on them, we're not praying directly to them, you know, as if they're above God. We're praying to them as like having God come through them to help and guide us. So they're meant to do that for us. So in your time of need, especially what you're going through, you're going to want to call on Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is about God's wisdom and God's truth. So calling on him so you can see your own truth, asking for that connection is helping you to, he's going to help you to solve your problems. He's going to help you learn the information that you need to know that's pertinent for your soul. Your soul. So that's what you're asking for, and helping you to resolve all your conflicts so you can transcend this situation to be that higher version of yourself that you're meant to be. There you have it, my girl.
You better work, girl. You almost was preaching, girl. Now, what angel was that again?
What? You didn't write that down? That was Archangel Uriel.
Uriel, okay. That's what I wanted to know. I think I might have spelled it wrong, but I got it now. Thank you so much, man. That enlightened me tremendously. Thank you. Seriously.
That's a gift from your grandmother. Have a lovely night. God bless.
Thank you. Have a good night. I will continue to listen. Bye guys.
Honey.
Love you guys.
Hey,
love you too. Bye.
Karina, call KJ.
Bye-bye. Yes. Call Casey?
Call KJ.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll call KJ. No problem.
Call KJ.
All right, I'm gonna call her now.
Now we're an operator.
Yeah.
Let me patch your call through.
Hey, that's what you just told me to do.
And now we have another caller too.
We have a caller. All right, Casey.
All right.
Bye, Karina.
Goodbye.
Bye, Karina.
Bye.
What's happening over? The show is going crazy.
I hear you. It's that energy. Are you ready for another call?
I am.
All right, here we go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Melissa's mom.
Hi.
She wanted me to call you.
Do you have a first name, Melissa's mom?
Sheila.
I'm so sorry.
Sheila.
Thank you, Sheila. How are you?
Well, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah. It was tough. It was tough, but my dad, he was 91 and had a long life. Our mom's been gone for 23. My mom's been gone for 23 years, and we just kept telling him he was going to see her, and that was important for us. Yeah.
And were you able to listen to how your dad came through and showed Melissa?
No, I wasn't able to listen to it. Melissa said it'll come on later, and I could listen to it.
Yeah, so you can download the podcast.
Yes.
That'll definitely be available. But your dad was showing like the reunion. That's what he kept saying, like the reunion. And then he was showing holding of the hands, and that's my sign for soulmate. Being with your mom, and your mom came through just so like tickled, and she kept showing me the rosy cheeks. So I do know this has been a little bit of a hard journey, but again, all I keep seeing the same word around your dad and your mom, and it's love, and they extend that out to you, and I feel like that was your family unit. And even though there was some stuff in the family, like I don't feel like a lot, like some struggles, I feel like there was love, and it extends like through time, he says. Through time. And he had a little bit of dementia towards the end.
Yes.
And a little bit of confusion, and it's his way of letting me know that it's him. So you.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Oh, hey, this is Casey. Jeannie must have got knocked off for some reason.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hold on a second. She'll call right back in. I don't know. That's like the first time we've ever had her drop off the call. We're on a Skype call, so she may not realize that she's talking into her microphone and nobody's listening to her. I'm going to text her real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on one second. What state are you calling from?
Indiana.
Indiana too? All right. I didn't recognize the area code as this name. Here she is. She's back. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jeannie,
Hi,
back.
It's me again.
Okay.
Sorry, the Skype.
That's okay.
It dropped my call.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Clearly not meant to do that. So I apologize.
Okay.
And I'm completely lost where I was now. But let me get myself back into I got all panicked. I'm like, oh, what's happening? But sometimes it's meant to be to slow us down and.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I am. I mean, it was rough.
I think it's never easy to see someone pass and to be there.
No, it's not. It's very hard. But we have there are 6 kids in our family, and my kids were there shortly before he passed. They had to leave to drive home. But we had my other 3, all 4 of the girls were there. No, 3 of the girls were there when my dad passed away, and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 4 of us out of 6 there when he passed. I don't know. I'm not sure if when I go home and I'm not with my family, if it's going to be tougher.
So grief
been supporting each other. Mm-hmm.
And grief is such a journey, a personalized journey. And I did say this earlier that we all have to experience it. And you have gone through grief with your mom. Just remember, it is about that support. It is always about love, and it's about allowing yourself to be expressive with that grief instead of holding it in.
Yeah.
And remembering that the soul is infinite. This is the big thing, Sheila, is that even though the physical body is gone, the energetic, the soul remains, so you can still connect. You can still feel your parents if you allow that energy to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how they'll leave us signs and reminders and messages of love. And those are meant to sustain us and help us to continue learning our life lessons and moving through our challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love for that. to know. I mean, to see signs or to, just little things.
So call on God
life's
tonight.
So hectic.
It is.
That you
Agreed.
just feel like you're missing out. Like there's things going on that if you just had quiet time, maybe you would realize more things that are going on.
It is true. So that's why that morning reflection, that prayer, saying a prayer, and then having gratitude, appreciation in the morning. It starts our day in an openness, and it helps us to be in love. And then we have reminders through the day of whether we're saying a prayer or we're inviting God into that space so we can be the love for somebody else. We're finding compassion instead of judgment. We're finding peace instead of anger. That's when when we're really going to be open to receiving those messages.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we will keep you in our prayers and
you.
hold you and your family during your time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. God bless you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Such a beautiful family, and it's such a hard. I guess I think the word is hard. Is being there when somebody passes. It's emotional. It brings up so many feelings, but it's also a really beautiful thing to witness when you can stand together, arm to arm with the family, with people that you've come here to experience life with, and you can support your loved one as they cross over, as their soul, enters heaven. And even though there's all those mixed emotions, this is a love time. So if that's something that you have to experience and you're afraid, if your loved one is nearing death, ask for the angels, ask for God's love to support you, and how you can show up to be the love and support your loved one as they transition. And then what you can receive in return is that loving memory of being able to witness it. Just like having a baby, birth is messy and it's not all pretty, neither is death, but it has the miracle of that life. So coming into this life is the miracle of birth, and coming out of life is the miracle of the soul being in the infinite place of heaven. It's a rebirth. Very beautiful. So, Casey, are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. The Skype just cut that out completely, so I had to get back on. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, that was like the first time that has ever happened that I remember, for a while anyway.
For a long while, and all of a sudden it just went out. So I don't know. So let's talk about those archangels a little bit more. Who you can call on through God. And remember, we talked about that. It's very important to speak directly to Source, not to leave it open to just universal. So, as I said, archangels are a support system that work for God, and they each had very specific roles, and they are in the Bible and different religions. I'm not going to preach religion, but different religions all talk about archangels that go along with their religion, because they are messengers, they are protectors, they are patrons, and they are the wisdom of God's love. So Archangel Michael, for instance, is somebody that you can call on because he's the patron of righteousness and mercy and justice. So when you're feeling injustice in your life, when you're feeling you need love, you need somebody on your side, when you need support, when you feel like you're in fear or really like in danger, Archangel Michael can be that protection for you. And his energy comes through in a blue energetic light. That's how I see it. And he has this very strong presence. So when you are having doubt, fear, or worry, and you're needing to shift your life, to get through what you're going through. Call on Archangel Michael and ask for the light to be shed, ask for the protection, ask for the love that can help you transition through that. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is known as the messenger. Is also the patron saint of communication. So when we are having a hard time speaking our truth, when we lose our balance, and maybe, it's not uncommon for people to just chatter for no reason, to get into drama, to tell little white lies, to tell big lies, and get very confused and cause a lot of energy when we get really angry and we speak, from that tone. Archangel Gabriel can really help us to hone in on speaking of love, to help us deliver the message in the most highest and best way, and actually can help when we're trying to have that message received on that love tone, because there can be complications when we have to have big conversations with somebody that's shut down, when somebody's in anger or denial. So we can call on Archangel Gabriel through God to ask to soften that person so that the message can be received in love. Sometimes you don't even need to speak it. You just call on Archangel Gabriel and offer a prayer, and it's beautiful. It's also, Archangel Gabriel is somebody that really works well with guiding writers, teachers, artists, anyone that needs to speak and use their voice to move energy, to transmute energy, in a loving way. This is amazing. You can call on Archangel Gabriel for that. Archangel Raphael is known as the healer, and known also as the Archangel of travelers, so people that are traveling. So somebody that's not feeling well, having health issues, somebody that's, energetically depleted, when we're in that chaotic, stuck mess, we can call on Archangel Raphael to help us transfer that energy and work on healing. Also for healing addictions, for crisis, so many amazing things that we can call on Archangel Raphael for guidance and help with. And Archangel Uriel, who we shared with Karina, known for wisdom and God's truth, and calling on Archangel Uriel before making big decisions, slowing down before we jump in, learning new information or solving problems or conflicts with other people. We can call on Archangel Uriel to help us with that. So challenging times can be really depleting, but those are simple things that we can do in order to help ourselves. And it's always about taking action. It's our own healing, our own well-being. It's up to us. It's not up to anybody else. And that's the thing. If we look outside of ourselves, and we keep looking outside of ourselves, we're going to get nowhere. So if we start looking inward and we start slowing it down, well, then we're going to get to the ticket. So I promised Karina we would do a little meditation to help us be in our body, because one of the things that happens when we become unbalanced, when everything seems chaotic and we're running around, we can't get things done, or it's one thing after another, we're outside of ourselves. And if we keep telling our stories and keep looking for answers outside, we'll never get them. So now we're going to reflect a little inward, and we're going to find the guidance that we need from our own intuition. And that's what God wants for us. He wants us to follow that loving guidance, because that's the truth. That's the purity. So what I'm going to have everybody do is get yourself really comfortable. Make sure you're sitting with your spine straight. I want you to put your feet on the floor if you can. If you want to lie down, you may, but I don't want you to fall asleep, but it's up to you. So what I want you to do is slowly lift your shoulders up to your ears, roll them back, and drop them down so that your chest is a little bit more forward. Now I just want you to turn your neck side to side just a little bit, and then get it in a straight alignment. Go ahead and close your eyes and begin to breathe in through your nose and exhale out your mouth. You can follow my voice, but if your thoughts start to take you away into what you're on your grocery list, or what movie's playing, or I really should do the dishes. And then I want you to go back to a count, counting your breath in. You can count to 10 on the inhale and count to 10 on the exhale. Similar to counting sheep, it just will keep you back in your body. So as you're breathing, I want you to fill your belly and let it fully rise. And then exhale nice and slowly. Nice with ease. And we're going to use our inner awareness today. So as your eyes are closed, I want you to kind of roll your eyes up and back a little bit. It's just like an inner view. And I want you to follow your breath to where I'm going to bring you. So we're going to bring our awareness to our right foot. I want you to notice the right sole. Now the right heel. Bring your awareness to your right ankle, to the top of your right foot. Bring your awareness to your right big toe. Now bring it to the next toe. Now bring it to the right middle toe. Bring your awareness to your right ring toe. And now bring your awareness to your right baby toe. Bring your awareness over to your left foot, to the sole of your left foot. Bring your awareness to the heel of your left foot. Now to your left ankle and to the left top foot. Bring your awareness to your left big toe. Bring your awareness to the next toe. Now to your middle toe. Bring your awareness to your left ring toe. And now to your left baby toe. Bring your awareness to your whole left foot. Now to your whole right foot. Notice your left shin and your left calf. Notice your right shin and your right calf. Notice your right knee and now your left knee. Bring your awareness to your left thigh. And now to your right thigh. Bring your awareness to your left leg. And now to your right leg. Bring your awareness to your right hip. And now to your left hip. Bring your awareness to your belly button. Now to your lower abdomen. Bring your awareness to your upper abdomen. Bring your awareness to your heart center. To your right breast, and now to your left breast. Bring your awareness to your right shoulder. And now your left shoulder. Bring your awareness to your right elbow. And now to your left elbow. To your right wrist. Now to your left wrist. Bring your awareness to your right hand. Notice the top of your right hand. Notice your palm. Notice your fingers as a whole. Bring your awareness to your left wrist. to the left top of your hand, to your left palm. Notice your left fingers as a whole. Notice your right arm as a whole. And now your left arm as a whole. Notice your torso as a whole. Bring your awareness to your neck. Now to your nose, to your right eyebrow, and to your left eyebrow. Bring your awareness to your left ear, and now to your right ear. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Now bring your awareness to your breath. As you inhale deeply, become aware of your entire body. And as you exhale, begin to move your body side to side slowly. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Notice your body as a whole. Roll your shoulders just a little. Move your neck side to side. And slowly open your eyes. And that's called a Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra helps us to become aware of our body while being in our body. Very important when we're stressed. Very important for paying attention to our body and what it's trying to tell us and where it's trying to lead us. So that is a beautiful way to relax, to also go to sleep. And there's lovely Yoga Nidra meditations that you can download. You can replay this one. And Casey, do you think you'd be able to just take the meditation out of the recording for our listeners?
I can do that, and I'll try to post that little clip just in Angels Don't Lie.
Yeah, if you send it to me, I'll put it with like a little graphic, and I'll post it all in there together.
Okay. I'll take care of that.
That would be
I'll
awesome.
send it over to you tonight.
That'd be great. I think everybody will like that. What did you think of that meditation?
I loved it because the constantly moving from each part of the body helped keep your mind focused instead of going to that grocery list or what you have to do tomorrow and all that stuff. So it really helped you stay inside your body.
Did you feel like you were going to fall asleep?
I didn't have that feeling because I just kept moving to the, very focused on the body parts as we moved through it.
Yeah. So let me do my wellness tip really quick because we only have a minute left. I mean, this show has gone full packed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tonight I want to talk about hay fever because it's that season. A lot of people are suffering. So I have some great tips for you. Honey is a really amazing food for hay fever, and bee pollen. And I know people don't understand that because it's the pollen that you're allergic to. But what happens when we take honey and the bee pollen and we add them to smoothies or we take them daily is that it actually desensitizes our body to the histamine effect of the pollens. So you can take that daily and you take it before hay fever season hits. So it has to build up in your body for it to work. Vitamin C is also amazing for the histamine effect because the bioflavonoids, they also act as a natural decongestant. So lemons, grapefruits, oranges, wherever those are vitamin C packed. Rose hips are something you can make tea out of. Rose hip is very high in vitamin C. Hot peppers are amazing because they naturally open up the nasal passage and helps reduce congestion. But make sure that, if you're taking a chili pepper in, you can handle the heat or get out of the kitchen. Chamomile, which is lovely. We've talked about chamomile in the past. It's great for relaxation as well, but chamomile is an anti-inflammatory. So it can be used as a tea to bring that anti-inflammatory effect when we have that inflammation going on with with hay fever. We can also make a cold press for our eyes. So simply letting some of that tea cool and using an ice washcloth and then wringing it out in that water and placing that on our eyes can bring that inflammation down if you get the swelling of the eyes. Garlic, which is incredible because garlic boosts our immune. It's an anti-inflammatory and antiviral. So garlic has so many properties in it that are great. Garlic is hard to digest, so they do have some special, I can't think of the name of it, garlic that you can take by pill form. So if you can handle it with, to eating it in your food, that's great. Making soups or tea with it, making it strong, taking it daily, that's fine. If not, you can get a capsule. Curcum, which is found in turmeric, and turmeric itself are both really good anti-allergy properties in them, and they're anti-inflammatory. So really amazing effects, because when we have hay fever, we're getting inflamed. So we want to bring that inflammation down. Probiotics. Probiotics are amazing for boosting our immune system. They put the good bacteria in our gut. And if we've ever been on antibiotics in our life, and some medications will cause the good bacteria, the good flora in our gut to be destroyed. And when that happens, we can't fight off infections. We can't fight off. Our body can't respond to what's happening, and that hay fever can build up. So taking a good probiotic, a refrigerated one, you take it with your meals. You can take it up to 3 times a day. Will give you back that good gut flora, so you will have a higher immune response. So that's my show for tonight. Yay! She did it. Made
good job.
Yeah, and it's really important with the honey that you are doing local honey. It has to be from your area, or it won't really do what you need. You can't shop on Amazon, guys. You've got to go to your health food store. You've got to get a local good honey. And so, like our natural food market downtown in New Milford, she has local honey and local bee pollen, and that's what I take. And she has a good refrigerated probiotic. So if you stop in, ask for Erin, tell her Jeannie sent you, and tell her you want the probiotic, natural honey, and the bee pollen, and you're ready to get yourself uninflamed. That's what I have for you. So I look forward to seeing you guys at the live show. If you didn't get your tickets, InSpiritHealingStudio.com is your place for next week's show. I think it's next week. Is that next week already?
Yeah, this is October 2nd. The 9th is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's next week, the 9th. Shoo. I'll be at the Women's Forum Friday all day. That starts at 7:30. If you didn't get your tickets and you want to check that out, you can head on to InSpirit. They're on that website as well. And I also have some great events coming up for you guys. And one of them is going to be a free online workshop. So that'll be coming out. It went out to my email, my tribe members today, and I will be putting it in the Angels Don't Lie and on my Facebook page this week. So stay tuned. Yay. All right, guys. God bless you. Thank you to our callers for calling in and adding love and light to our show and letting me share your loved ones' messages. I am truly honored. I know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you next week.